Hey guys, today I will be showing you how to replace your arrow tip. Now you'll want a stick roughly like this one. I got this one semi-made because of course you're going to want to take the bark off of it, because the one thing you're going to want is center balance with your arrow. Now once you have the bark off of it, you leave the part that is cracked or friddled, and you just simply remove the rest of the bark. Now it don't have to be fucking big old long thing or anything. There, you got your arrow tip. Now, if you don't want to sharpen it, you don't have to. But I don't usually nail them on into it like with a small hammer, so I usually sharpen it before I put it in. And the good thing about these arrows is that if you're out in the woods shooting at a target and you happen to miss that target, you lose your arrow. Most arrows are made out of biodegradable plastic, but the metal on it is obviously not so biodegradable. So what you could do is just don't bother to go look for an arrow unless you really need it. It will eventually just dissolve or whatever the fuck happens to them. Now these arrows, I'd use it for something else besides shooting, which I really shouldn't have done. But where they're made out of plastic and fiberglass, it's all frilled out here at the end, you see? All that. So that arrow is basically no good to replace. And what you do is you want an arrow tip that is shorter than, well, that's smaller on the round than that. So if it's too big, take your time, no rush. Just cut it down. Now sometimes if your arrow is frilled out at the end, like this one, what you're going to want to do is to take that little bit of fishing line that you might have seen me use in one of my other videos if you watched them. And if you didn't, please go watch them. And you're not going to need very much fishing line for this. I find fishing line works the best. I don't know why, but I just find it really reliable. And what you do is I shouldn't really have to bother you. All you do is tie once on that end, tie it until you're out of rope, and then it will stay in there. Now unfortunately, this arrow I got here, the end is frilled out, so I don't need to worry about making the arrow tip. But now I'm just going to show you another way you can make a different type of arrow tip. Now you'd want a little sapling like this, right? Probably a centimeter on the round. You would take your knife. First thing you'd want to do is bark it. Right? Just probably like that. Then you just go down like that, and then you just bark it all down. I'm going to be like that. Now you can leave the point on if you want to. What I use this for is just extra support when it goes down. I like to call this the extension arrowhead. I don't know why, don't ask. I think it's just because where this goes farther down. But hey, that's just me. Then once you get so far, once you get so far, you take your knife, put it in, you keep making little grooves into the arrowhead all the way around. Then it'll eventually just cut right off because of where it is so long. And yeah, this is basically it right here. Now you might want to do some smoothing out work. You do have the wood chipper. I wouldn't really advise you doing it with the wood chipper. So then basically you just take it, once again frailed out. Now for this you would want to thin it out. Let me just give it a shot with this arrow right here. This. Yeah, you'd have to thin it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one cut on every single side. So that's smaller. And then you would just slowly push it down. There. Frailed out, but still works. That's not going anywhere for a while. Then you just simply sharpen it. If it cracks off, you sharpen it again. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Now that won't be going anywhere for a while, but you do have a risk of breaking this part of the arrow. Yeah. Once again, my Hotmail will be put in the description box, same as my gamer tag if you want to play with me or ask me any questions. Have a good week, guys.